I used to tape bottle rockets to my Hot Wheels and shoot them down the sidewalk, but that's
No,
how rough I was
yeah, I never
on my
did that,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, it's
All right. Well, today on collections, we have Big Daddy Diecast, aka David, as I know him. David, first off, thank you for coming, man. I appreciate you taking some time out tonight, and being one of the first guests on collections here on Twice Diecast.
well. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it and honored to be a part of this. This is really something cool. I think you getting started, and I think it's going to be a pretty neat deal to keep going and keep growing. So
Yeah, I hope
I
so. And
thank
and
you very much for having
yeah,
me. I appreciate it.
thank you for that, and as well. David and I have hung out in Alabama on a couple diecast day of givings that just happened to line up with the big race at Talladega. And
Yep.
it's been really cool getting to know him. And so, David, tonight, Big Daddy Diecast, we're all about your collection, what you want to show, what your collection's all about, and give us a little bit of history, how long you've been collecting, and then as you're showing us stuff, kind of talk about why you collect what you collect.
Well, I had Hot Wheels when I was a kid growing up, in the 80s and it wasn't a huge thing I was into back then. I was more into GI Joe and stuff like that, but I recently got back into it probably about probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I pretty much narrowed it down to about a handful or half dozen castings I collect now. So,
All right.
I mainly just focus on the Camaros and Mustangs, funny cars, bone shakers, and, a few other here and there. I mean, if I see something that really catches my eye, I'll pick it up if it's not in those half dozen castings I usually collect. But, I really enjoy the hobby.
Yeah.
We got people like you and, Jason, Mustang Hunter, and Derek and Honest Diecast, Big A, I mean, you can sit there all night and name off people in this community that are just great to be a part of and to be friends with. So, and
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody's help that helped me along the way to get the channel started and, you know, care packages I've gotten and things like that. So, but
Well, while you're talking, while you were talking, and I'll do this after the fact in editing, but I flashed your YouTube logo up there so that other people can find your channel while they're watching this interview. So tell people what you've kind of told us what to expect to see on your channel in terms of types of cars, but like as you're showing some stuff in your collection that you like, uh I guess tell people, what do you mainly do, like hauls, unboxings, mail calls, that kind of stuff?
yeah, mainly just do, local finds, stuff I found around here.
Yeah.
Um, I don't I don't get a whole lot of luck around here on the retail stores. This area I live in here in Indiana is pretty saturated with collectors and scalpers, whatever else you want to call them,
All
But
right.
I like going to like vendor markets and flea markets and stuff like that. That's usually where I find a lot of my good stuff. So, or
All
stuff
right.
that I like. So,
I can
you
dig it,
know,
man. That's where you find
yeah,
the good stuff is at
yeah,
the places where people like when they're sellers, if you can find the right seller, they've already done all the work of hunting down the
yeah,
stuff in that type of car that seller has. So you can hit a
yeah,
gold mine
exactly.
sometimes. What's on that wall
Yeah.
behind you, man?
This here I got a little case of, man, this is all premium stuff that I got. Uh, it's mainly all Mustangs and Camaros.
Okay.
Uh, you have to excuse my cord there, but got my phone charger out here.
So
but
what kind
just
of
some
brand?
different.
What kind of brands are we looking at there?
These are mainly, there's Muscle Machine in here. There's Hot Wheel Premiums in there, like that one there, Hot Wheel Premium. And then, you got Green Light, Johnny Lightnings, got all kinds of stuff, really. Um,
Yeah, I can dig it, man.
some brands.
So
There's
what?
nothing, I don't have a particular brand I like or, that I stick to. So,
So what's it take to get into that case right
uh,
there?
it just pulls off.
No, I mean like what how what classifies the car quality that makes it into the case in your collection?
Oh, oh, just those are just premiums that I have. Some of the premiums I have. So
I got you. All
nothing,
right.
nothing real, in particular. So then I got, some more up here, some more premiums, and some oddball stuff. There's a car I got from the Diecast Misfits charity
Yeah.
auction.
Yeah.
One of the big dogs at round two. I can't remember his name, but
Is
that's
that
cool.
let's see.
So
Hmm. We met a couple of them at the show in Vegas and had them on Diecast Breakdown. Doesn't look like anybody's name that I
yeah,
recognize. Or was that Tony? Did it look like a T on there?
yeah, Tony's.
Tony Caramitos. I think he's
Yeah,
head of a lot of the product lines over at Round Two. So
yeah,
that's a heck of a find.
yeah, yeah. They had that on at St. Jude's auction. They had, I think, back in June. I think so. Rest of these are just a bunch of basically mainline. These are all Camaros here. Here all the
Man, I
way
hope
up.
I hope Pete sees this.
Yeah, I hope Pete approves of it. So the first four rows there are all Camaros. From the ceiling down.
So is there a special connection to Camaro? Did you have one or dad have one
No,
or
no, I've always liked it. I'm big into the American muscle cars.
yeah,
Especially the Corvette, Mustang, Camaros.
there you go.
So I don't know, just something about them, especially I'll find one here. There, the third gen. That's my favorite. One of my favorite body styles of the Camaro, the third generation,
Absolutely. Definitely.
back in the '80s.
Yep.
So
Was there
yeah, I got
anything hotter than an IROC back then, man? That was
no,
that was as good
no,
as it got.
no. That was the big deal back then. So, and I got a few supers. Got those came from Mr. Mustang Hunter himself.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and got a few haulers and two packs, and these starts my Corvettes over here.
Now we're talking.
Premium. There you go. So they go. See, I got a few rows of Corvettes here. They go from here over.
David, what's that set that has 8 of them there? We can't really see it yet.
Uh,
Uh,
this one's the 60th anniversary.
okay.
60th anniversary of Corvette.
Good looking
And
set, man.
this is the one that just came out this year.
Right?
So got all those. There's one of my favorites, California Custom, 80s Corvette. So they just go up from there.
Yeah, that's a heck of a wall. How long have you been putting together that thing?
I probably started hanging them like this probably, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
uh, and over here, we got a lot of my funny cars.
Now that's something you don't see every day, and those are
No, you
way
don't.
too cool.
They're kind of they're not like super hard to find, but it's not as common as finding, a lot of the cars. So
All right, Dave, let me talk to the viewers real quick. So Dave sent me some pictures of some loose stuff he's going to show later. And one of those funny cars is one of the ones was absolutely my favorite growing up. You'll see it in a little bit, so stick around for that.
that one
Hint,
right
hint.
there.
You might see one or two of them right there. Boy, those things were killers. As a kid playing with those, you could like cut your finger on about 8 different places on that car.
Yep, yep. There's a super funny car.
Oh wow, I didn't even know there was a super funny car.
Yep. Forget what year it was, but
Oh eight
that's the
set, huh? Interesting. That's cool. Oh, look at that final run.
yep. That's they did a heck of a job on that one.
I love those final runs. They really
Yeah,
knock them out of the park a lot of times. So, what would you
yeah,
say percentage was? Is Hot Wheels about 75% of your collection?
yeah. I would say so. But now move up there to M2.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
Just when you were wondering about other brands.
yeah, yeah. I got M2s here. I don't get these very often, but sometimes I'll find one that I really, really like, or somebody will send me a cool one like that one,
Hmm.
Olds 88, or
Yeah, I was wondering if
especially,
you had that Sprite funny car they put out recently.
yeah, yeah. I was able to get all three of them: Sprite, Mellow Yellow, and Coca Cola. That's an O'Reilly exclusive right there for
Hey, let me
Dodge.
ask you this while I'm thinking about it. Does M2 do gassers about as well as anybody?
Yeah, they're probably about the best.
I think so
I
too.
think there's one right there.
Hmm.
You know, they they don't do like that I know of, like the Corvette gasser or the Nova gasser or the 55 gasser like Hot Wheels does. But they'll do these Mustangs. That's about all I got as far as gassers and them too.
Yeah, that
I got
M2s look
Well,
really cool displayed like
Nova.
that.
Yeah, yeah, that's 100% Hot Wheel there.
That's a cool one, man. That's a really cool one.
Yeah, there's Johnny Lightning, Camaros.
So,
Here's a couple. My two latest customs I just got down that
I
Nova and
like
that
that, man. I like that.
Thunder Roller.
What do they call that? Running bobtail with no trailer on the back.
Uh,
Is that what it
Rolling
is?
Thunder. Yeah, Rolling Thunder or Thunder Roller. I can't remember now.
Right, the name of the truck.
Thunder. Yeah, yeah. Another pair is just some random stuff. Some of my first customs I did, and just some oddball stuff that I got up here.
Well, look, I'm
So,
gonna take a break for 2 seconds because I want to show other people. Speaking of customs, check out this gasser custom David did for me that he gave me at the diecast day of giving. I'm gonna try. Tell you what, get your camera the way you like it because I'm gonna show these real quick on the episode. Look at that, guys. In fact, instead of holding them up in front of this camera, David, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna get some real clean pics and just kind of overlay it while we're talking. We've got two Corvettes and a DeLorean, so you'll see those here while we're talking here. All right.
yeah,
So customizing, is it still a big part of your enjoyment in the hobby?
I enjoy doing it. It's something that I do like in my spare time or when I have some, and just it's kind of relaxing to me. Is you got just come out in my garage here and work on some cars, and I like
Pop on a
seeing what
video in the
what I can
background.
come up with. Huh?
Pop on a video in the background while you're doing it.
Yeah, yeah, or turn on some music or something, and just kind of relax and
That's a topic we won't talk about it too much, but man, if you're viewers, if you're not customizing, there's a lot of therapeutic benefits to doing it.
Yeah,
Like it can really
exactly.
in this world when you got a device in your hand 24/7 to actually do some work with your hands, it's really, it's important that we kind of unplug every now and then. I'm gonna get off my
Yes.
soapbox, but
No,
probably
you're
preaching to
exactly
the
right.
choir. Well,
You're
all right,
exactly
man.
right.
Well,
So,
look, I want to see some of your favorites. Have you got some stuff set aside that you can
yeah,
show?
yeah, sure do. So, I'll start off with this one here, the Jay Leno paint card.
Cool.
Uh,
What do you
not
like about
probably
that
one
one?
I would. What's that?
I said, what do you like about that one especially?
My wife brought it home one day just out of the blue. So she was at like TJ Maxx or something, and said, "Here, I found this. And I just picked it up for you." So I was like, "Well, that was pretty cool. It's not normally one I would normally buy, but then I got to telling her about it. I actually remember watching the documentary about this car on Discovery Channel like years ago of the guys that originally built this car. So I thought it was pretty cool. So I think that's pretty special to me that she just picked it up out of the blue and brought it home for me. So
You're the
that's the first
second.
one there. And I got some more here. These first two, uh, these here, they're just again fantasy cars that you probably wouldn't pick up, but my middle and youngest daughter bought these at a little like toy shop they have at their school.
Yeah.
So they earn money through their class to for doing certain things. So they both went to their little school store one day and bought these for me and brought them home. So
Dang,
see,
man.
that's what that big tag is 120 points or whatever they
Yeah.
earn is what they had to pay for it. So
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 they
those
spent
are
their
two
hard,
special cars.
yeah, they spent their hard earned
Yeah,
points on daddy.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So and this was a Father's Day gift from my oldest daughter one time. Again, she took her money from her chores and found me a car. I can't remember where she found this, but to be honest with you, but she knew it was a Mustang and knew I liked Mustangs. So then this one here, same thing. This came from my son, which is my youngest child. Uh, he got this for me for Father's Day a couple of years ago, and again, he was with his mom and had his own money and bought this for me and put it in a little bag for my Father's Day one year. So,
Hmm.
those are some cards that no matter what I do in my collection, those are going to be here, until it's my time to leave this world. So
Yeah. If
I'll
you got
keep
five
those,
cars left, those will be four of them.
exactly, exactly. So, you know, this one here,
What in
sure,
the
or I
world
don't
is
know if you
going
know
on
who that
here?
came from. That's from The Godfather,
Eddie.
Eddie at Simple Customs.
Eddie at Simple Customs out in
Yeah,
South Carolina.
yeah, he did that one for me. Bone shaker, all off roaded out. And so that's one of my favorite ones right there.
That's
I
crazy,
got,
man. So
I know.
where did he get the base and the wheels on that one?
I think the wheels and the chassis are from one of those trucks from the Just Trucking
Yeah.
series that you buy at Walmart. I think
Jada,
because I
maybe?
have yeah, yeah, I have a Chevy C10 up there with the same wheels and everything. So I think that's what he used, the chassis, and then he just put, like the shock towers on there, the roof rack, this exhaust. It's got a snorkel right there, the big motor.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, I get back in the camera, but he just did a phenomenal job with it. So
Heck yeah, he did.
he's a
He always
he's a
does high quality
yes, he
work
does.
too.
He's an amazing customizer. And when he sent me that one, he also sent me this one, the
Oh
simple
wow.
custom
Yeah, that
top
is
fuel
clean,
dragster.
man. That is
Yeah,
clean.
he knows I like to drag cars and all kinds of racing and stuff. So
So
he
was your
sent that
favorite
to me.
drag racer Big Daddy? Don Gartley?
Don Garlits? No, no. I remember watching him, and he kind of, when I was first getting into racing, he was kind of on his way out. So I used to be into the NASCAR really big, the diecast. I used to have a huge Jeff Gordon collection. It was one of the biggest in the Midwest, and it was actually in back when Action made them before Lionel bought them.
Right.
Action had a racing collectors club of America, and they put out I think it was a bi-monthly magazine, and my collection was actually featured in that magazine one year years ago. But when uh, when Jeff got out of racing in see 2015, you know, I got rid of all of it. And like I said, I mainly just stick to those five or six castings that
Yeah, I got you.
I usually do. So only got one here. This is, I think this is from 1976. So let me take it out of the protector here. It's in the original package, the Matchbox Superfast piston popper.
Man,
They
that thing
roll it; those
is
little pistons go up and down inside that motor. So
look how I mean that thing is mint.
yeah, it's not in too bad a shape. So
Wow. That's
um,
really cool, man.
yeah,
So what is that
yeah,
car
I think
based off of? Do you know?
it's a Mustang.
Okay.
So probably 71 Mustang.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got those little clear things with the orange pistons inside that motor. And when you roll that car, those pistons will pop up and down. Got this one. It's the 69. Yeah, 69 Corvette Racer Super.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll probably always keep this one too because Mustang Hunter sent it to me. So
And
uh,
he's sending
he gave
supers
that to
out
me.
left and
And
right.
yeah, yeah. So there's that one. And I got another Super from my boy Shane, Super JDM.
Cool.
He sent
Absolutely.
this in a package to me.
I see
Package, I don't know, about a month or so ago. So beautiful Chevelle.
all right.
But so then some bum in Alabama gave me this one.
Some hick in Alabama gave you
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. So now this is the 93 Cobra R
Cobra.
Mustang. Yeah, that you gave me. I think it was last year at Diecast Day of Giving. So
That's right. Yeah, I had to do something special, and I had no idea if you were going to like that or not. I kind
oh
of
yeah,
figured you liked American stuff.
oh yeah. I
They did that
love
car
this
right,
thing.
man. That thing is smoking
Yeah,
hot.
and we'll go back to the NASCAR. I don't know if you
I
can
love
see it. Let
that.
me take a cover off. This is a custom that Mustang Hunter did for me.
Oh, wow.
See, it's all wrecked and
Yeah, I was wondering about that side.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
put him into the wall.
yeah. This car actually did get wrecked last year. But when he was driving this car, he got into a wreck. I don't think Jason knew that, but he made this custom for me.
Kind of like a recreation.
Yeah, of the raced version. So he did just a phenomenal job, I think. And he's got
Yeah.
all the little pieces down here that fell off and stuff like that. So that's another one, with the rest of these that I really cherish and would definitely like to keep in my collection. So he even did the little, case for it and everything
Yeah.
with
That's super,
Chase's
super cool,
sticker
man.
on it and all that stuff. So,
Keep on trucking, man.
and then this one here, the Dixie Challenger.
Oh,
That,
man.
That was
Who
my favorite car when I was a kid. So
heck yeah, who didn't have that one? I think everybody had that one.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, this one's not in perfect shape, but one of these days I'll find one in good shape. And then there's actually one with a different livery on the roof.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get a hold of those one of these days. But that was my favorite car as a kid, right there. I just something about it, you know. Of course, watching Dukes of Hazzard and stuff
Right.
related with that. But so, then this here one you were talking about, the funny
Yeah.
car.
I love that thing, man.
Yeah, mine is this one. This is out of my original collection when I was a kid. So I mean, it's the wheels are bent,
Mm-hmm.
the glass is missing, but it was cool to. My mom and dad found it at their house and gave it to me. So I don't know where the rest of mine went, but I'll be honest with you, I was pretty rough on my toys when I was growing up. So
I
I
think we
used
all
to,
were.
yeah, I used to tape bottle rockets to my Hot Wheels and shoot them down the sidewalk. But that's how rough I was
Yeah, I never
on
did
my
that,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool dragging racing down the sidewalk with bottle rockets on them. But so
Well, man, that was awesome getting to see the cars that are important to you and learning all about the American horsepower in your collection and seeing some race cars, some real proper race cars. I dig the collection, and I dig, more importantly, calling you a friend, man.
yeah,
And
same with you, bud. Very
well,
much.
the feelings are mutual, and you know, viewers, David has been a supporter of the Diecast Day of Giving since day one, and made a special detour just to hang out this past 2 years with me. So that's the kind of guy David is. If you don't know his channel, Big Daddy Diecast, I need you, as soon as this video is over, to go and hit it and subscribe it and support it, because David's one of the good guys in our community, and I'm really glad to get you on the show tonight, David. I'm going to start asking this of everybody. If there's one piece of advice for a young collector, what would you throw at somebody who's getting started in the hobby?
Um, just collect what you like. Don't, it doesn't matter, you know, if it's a rare car or a chase or a super, just get what you want. You don't have to collect everything.
Yeah.
Just, because, that'd be impossible. There's no
Yeah.
way, I don't think anybody could collect every Hot Wheel. I
No, there's
mean,
no
if
way,
you
man.
had an endless money tree, I guess you could, but um, I
Well,
don't. So,
yeah.
I collect, the castings I like, and some I see some people on some of these Facebook groups and other things, they'll say, oh well, everybody's after, when everybody's after that Godzilla car, you know, okay, yeah, I didn't buy one because I'm not into those cars, so I
Right.
didn't, really care if I found one or not. I think I did find a couple and sent them to some people, that I knew wanted them, so and were actually collectors of them. They weren't going to just turn around and flip them and, try to get 20 bucks out of a dollar car, So,
Yeah.
just, and have fun. I mean, have fun, get to know people, be nice. I mean, they're just toy cars. I mean, there's no sense in people going in and fighting over these things. And I mean, that's ridiculous. Just have fun with it, enjoy it, get to know people like you and, good people that are going to help you and, teach you about stuff and, just have fun. That's the biggest thing you can do with this hobby.
Yeah.
And I think if more people did that, this hobby would get a lot better reputation than what some of it has. It's not all bad. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there that give diecast collecting a black eye sometimes. So,
I hear you, man. Amen. Well, keep on having fun yourself, and happy hunting.
yeah,
We'll call it a wrap. I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you taking away some family time to sit down with me.
Man, I
I'm gonna
I
try.
appreciate it, David, very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. And for people watching, I know um, we could talk for an hour or two, but I also respect y'all's time too,
Yeah,
and giving about a half an hour to sit down and get to know David at Big Daddy Diecast is really appreciated. So
yes, very much.
until the next episode, guys, hang in there, happy hunting, and we will see you on the flip side.
See you, everybody. Take care.